Hey fight fans, today in this video, next weekend, October 22nd at UFC 280, Charles Oliveira will have a chance to once again become the lightweight king. But this time he is facing one of the strongest opponents of his career. Also, we will discuss how many fans believe that without Khabib's influence in the world of MMA, Islam's path to the title would have taken a lot longer. We will also be looking at the managerial activity of Khabib to see how much he has advanced. Also in this video, former UFC champion Michael Bisping took to his YouTube channel to say that if Oliveira beats Makhachev this upcoming weekend, not only will he win the belt, he will also win the title of the greatest lightweight, surpassing Khabib. So let's go. But just one thing, please help support our channel by liking and subscribing because it only motivates us to make new and interesting videos. Thank you in advance. Now, mixed martial arts fans are counting down the days until UFC 280. Where the main event between Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev will take place. The fight is being held in Abu Dhabi, as this is a traditional gathering place for Russian fans. Therefore, everyone knows that support for Islam will be colossal. Of course, there will also be a lot of Oliveira fans, but compared to the Russian fans, I don't think there's going to be nearly as many. As you already know, at stake is the lightweight championship belt, which Charles did not lose, but he was actually stripped of. However, most fans and fighters, and even the head of the UFC, Dana White, still consider Oliveira to be the lightweight champ, despite being a vacant title. Makhachev's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, still considers Oliveira the champion as well. He said that Charles Oliveira is the UFC lightweight champion, and we are contenders, and we will enter the cage to challenge the champion and take something very heavy from him. Makhachev entered the contender position after a long winning streak. Of course, a title fight for Islam is much more deserved, but many fans are certain that without Khabib's influence in the world of MMA, Islam's path would have taken much longer. This summer, Khabib had another success though, almost the same as Khabib's brother Usman got the title in Bellator, although he did not fight opponents from the top of the division. Bellator champion Patricio Pitbull also linked this to Usman's last name, saying, "I would love to fight him, but I don't think he deserves a title fight. He fights for the championship belt only because of the big name, Nurmagomedov. That's all, because he has never fought a top 10 opponent." So sure, we're all used to taking it for granted that Khabib is a great fighter, but now looking at his coaching ability, we can see how much he has actually advanced in it. Former UFC champion Michael Bisping says that King Khabib is at the top of the food chain, but is he the best? Or is Charles Oliveira the greatest lightweight of all time? Who is the greatest lightweight?
But is he the best? Is he really? Is Charles Oliveira in fact the greatest lightweight of all time? Because he might just be. Now, of course, it all depends on what happens in Abu Dhabi. Because if Islam Makhachev beats Charles Oliveira, this conversation doesn't even matter. It automatically goes to Khabib. A big question is, who would win the fight? If Khabib and Oliveira fought right now, who would win? It's hard to imagine Khabib losing. It's also hard to imagine Oliveira losing, although he does get clipped and dropped in almost every single. Khabib is loved, revered, and I have so much respect for the man. So this video is not in any way an attack or trying to take away. I think if Charles beats Islam this weekend, I think that belongs to Charles now.
If you wanna find me, please just send me location.
Now, yes, I understand that many fans did not like Bisping's words, but let's go ahead and dive into why he thinks so, saying you can't deny the numbers and the history that Oliveira is making. Now, I would agree, except that Oliveira will definitely need to beat Makhachev in order to get around Khabib. It seems that the Brazilian has already bypassed the legendary Eagle in terms of aggregate achievements. Now, I know that a lot of people accuse me of being an Oliveira fan, and that I don't like Khabib or Makhachev, but this is not fact. So let's just state the statistics. Yes, Charles has many defeats. He has lost as many as 8 times, and all in different ways. He's been knocked out, he's been submitted, he's been injured. Now, he does not have any kind of confrontation with Conor McGregor like Khabib does, but he also has an unsuccessful weight cut. And Khabib also has had unsuccessful weight cuts. But the Russian does not have 30 fights in the UFC. Throughout his career, Khabib fought less than Oliveira. But Oliveira has not only managed to meet all the top opponents in the UFC, defeating most of them, Now yeah, he has stumbled a lot, but his path looks much more difficult and much brighter than Khabib's. And yeah, he doesn't have a 0 in his record, but is that 0 so important? The question is best answered by Khabib himself. 0 on the losing graph sells great to people as a story. People don't like it when someone wins for a long time, Khabib said. Now yes, Invincibility really does add to the image of a fighter as they gather more interest from the fans. So how long will the winning streak last, and who will be able to stop it? Now no one argues that in his 12 fights in the UFC, Nurmagomedov has achieved incredible success. You cannot argue that. But the distance that Khabib has traveled is too short, which for many fans does not look so amazing in the record column. And not because people don't love Khabib. No, many fans are wondering what would have happened if Khabib and Tony met when Ferguson was at his peak. But looking at Ferguson's latest performance, I have no doubt that Khabib would have beat him just like Gaethje and Poirier, but that is a completely different story. Just compare all of Oliveira's fights. Every fight is a war. Everyone knows that Oliveira enters the octagon to fight. Everyone knows that when he enters the octagon, fans are gonna love it. There's gonna be blood. There will be knockouts. Now on the other hand, as long as the sport exists, there will always be comparisons between fighters, and that's okay. Fans of Khabib and Oliveira, they can sit there and argue for years, but they will never be able to come to a common point of view or even agree on who would win. The only question now, though, is which factors of greatness should be considered the main ones, and which ones should be relegated to the background. You let us know in the comments below.
Loyal with me, you have to be agree with me, and you have to cut your head too.
Oh.
Cut your head.
Let's go. This is only a new beginning, my man. So this is only the start. And we're all fucking with you. You've got an army with you, bro, yeah? This is how we fucking do it. War ready, bro, yeah? Bring it fucking on. Afraid of nothing. Fearless. Let's fucking go. Who wants it? Yeah!
Let's go, Ariel.
Khabib is loved, revered, and I have so much respect for the man. So this video is not in any way an attack or trying to take away.
Well, that's all for today, so don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because it helps us grow, and thank you for watching.